Zach. Zach. Can you hear me, Zach?
Me? Going gaga.
There you are, Zach. Sleeping again?
I didn't mean to cut him off there. Made it sound weird.
Well, rise and shine. It's time for us to head back out into the chaos. Isn't that right, Zach?
Yeah, I'd like to go into the chaos. Alright, that was a cool title card. I'm not sure if the letters that they picked out to make it form the other, like the subtitle, were meant anything. I'm just overthinking it. There's no way. Welcome to Lacari Lazuzileria! Oh, hey. Oh, it's not a ladybug this time, it's a bird.
Zach, it looks like she wants us to join her for breakfast. Perhaps this town's finally starting to warm up to us.
Pre-bait? So this is York. He's a lot less insane,
Look at that,
but still
Zach.
insane.
She's welcoming us with open arms. She's even willing to share that tasty morsel with us. What an honor.
Hurry up and chow down, mister. Unless you like your breakfast stale.
What an amazing place. I've been on top of the moon since the moment I got here. And the name of this wonderful town, Le Carre, sounds like French to me. But what does it mean?
I'm the
Strength.
chef, David. If you want to know about the town, you'd better ask the concierge. Only amateur chefs flap their gums about stuff that ain't food related.
Did you hear that, Zach? He's a true professional.
You say something, mister?
No, not to you. I was just talking to Zach.
Zach?
Please don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter.
If you say so, still.
But York, you're the one who brought up Zach!
I would ever come out to a little old town like ours.
I do work for the FBI, but I didn't come here for an investigation. I just happened to stop by on my way to New Orleans.
Never thought there'd be a murder out here either. And it was a 16-year-old kid. Now I tell you, this country seen better days. What you reckon, mister?
Zach, he's definitely a professional, but it seems like he's also a bit lonesome.
Ooh, let's hook
It's
him up.
good. Ambivalence exists everywhere.
Folks say the killer used an axe. Hell of an old-fashioned choice if you ask me.
Actually, Chef David, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the incident.
But shoot, I ain't the one you ought to be asking, Mr. FBI. I only heard what I heard. But seeing as you're fixing to grill me, I can tell you what I know.
Please do. I appreciate it. You said the victim was a 16-year-old. Did you know her?
Well, sure. I reckon the whole town did.
Meaning?
She's Lise Clarkson, the little grandbaby of the Clarkson family.
Like Jeremy Clarkson?
The Clarkson family?
That's right. You ain't seen they sign on your way in here? The one above that huge cold storage complex. Should have had a dragonfly on it. Anyway, that's the Clarkson family seal. They own most of the land around here, from the sugar plantations right down to the food processing plant. Yeah, I reckon they got a stake in just about everything.
Everything.
They even own the water tower on the edge of town, you know?
I really like the way you said that.
They're the ones who built up this town, and they still support it.
Yeah, where'd they live?
What do you know about the Clarkson's house?
Now, I ain't got nothing bad to say,
But
but I'm gonna talk straight to you. You best steer clear of that place. That family ain't just some gang. They're a whole different kind of beast. They folks with real power.
oh shit.
Remnants of the good old boys who shaped America in the early days. Especially the head of the family, P.J. Clarkson. He's the kind of monster who goes around eating other monsters.
If I remember correctly, in the first Deadly Premonition, everyone had a name that was alphabetical. So David here is the D name, so there's the P name, and then we had Lise was the L name.
And I'm sure he's on edge now with his granddaughter getting murdered and all. So don't go barging in with that shiny FBI badge of yours and think you'll be safe for nothing. Things are different down here. So if you plan on sticking around, you best remember that.
Things are different in the South. Got it.
I see. I'll keep that in mind. Is the local law enforcement investigating the case?
Oh, so yeah?
Shoot, mister, what you think? Now, I told you this ain't no city. We in the Bonafide boondocks here. They got to know how to break up fights and keep folks from killing each other when they pissed you off. They sit down and talk it out with you heart to heart, and when that don't work, they just beat your ass.
Jesus. South, the deep South.
That's the deep south.
Oh.
This murder ain't like that, though. A little kid got killed. A weird way, like something on a TV show. The sheriff's department ain't never seen nothing like this.
It's totally Georgia. Actually, we're Louisiana.
Live and Let
Lacari,
Die,
Louisiana.
Angel Heart,
Live and Let Die, Angel Heart. Are these song titles?
and The Pelican Brief,
Oh, they're movies.
right? 9 out of 10 people will name those titles when you ask them to think of a film set in New Orleans. They're all excellent movies, but to me they lack realism. Due to my line of work, I have a tendency to think deeply about what feels real and what doesn't.
Always love his little philosophies on movies.
What's your point?
Cat people.
Absolutely disgusting.
That's my point. Cat people.
Gross!
1982, directed by Paul Schrader. The crowning achievement of Nastasia Kinski, the ultimate muse of the 80s. The most vital element of that movie is the reality it depicts. Leopards who turn into humans have intercourse with humans and turn back into leopards.
I don't like this movie synopsis. This is the worst Animorphs I've ever read.
Then they can only turn back into humans again if they mutilate their lovers.
Ew.
I was awestruck by the sheer reality of it all.
You know, thanks to this game, I'm never going to watch the movie Cat People.
Understand? I'm talking about hyper-realism. After watching it, I felt like I just had to experience the world of cat people for myself. That's why I decided to visit New Orleans.
Because of Cat People?
Okay.
Another vital element of cat people is the presence of Malcolm McDowell.
Oh.
Malcolm McDowell from Blue Thunder. Oh, talk about a masterpiece.
Molto bene.
Listen carefully, David. Only an amateur would call A Clockwork Orange his best movie.
Oh wait, I'm an amateur?
His best movies are Cat People and Blue Thunder.
Oh well.
Period. You need to remember this, because it's the truth.
Whatever you say, mister. So, what's your point again?
Never mind, don't worry about it.
Oh, whoops. Ah!
When you say it was like something from a TV show, what exactly do you mean?
Hey, mister. Why do you look so excited, huh? Like a kid asking grandma to read him a fairy tale.
I just can't seem to keep myself away from young women who died in bizarre ways.
That is something really fucking weird to admit.
Well, I ain't seen it with my own eyes, but folks say they found the body hanging under a bridge on the bayou.
Oh.
And under that bridge, there was some kind of altar.
An altar?
Like something they use in black magic. Something horrible.
Voodoo?
Hoodoo? You do.
Nah, wasn't nothing like that. Just a weird altar.
That's all?
Oh, and the body was all cut up in pieces, scattered around the altar like.
So she was sacrificed.
That's what the fella who discovered her said, yeah.
Bingo, Zach. This case has got our names all over it.
Like, we're not even assigned to this? Are we just here? Probably gonna shove our nose into it? Give me a skateboard.
By the way, Mr. FBI, I ain't seen a car in the parking lot. How'd you get all the way out here, huh? Don't tell me you walked.
Well, that's a very good question. Chef David, you've got a sharp eye. It's true that I didn't park my car in your parking lot.
Is York wearing pajamas and then he's also wearing a shirt under the pajamas? Or is he wearing like just a button-up shirt? I'm not used to him not wearing a suit.
Do you know why?
Can't say I do.
Also, it's summer in Louisiana. That's insane.
Because it was stolen.
Huh? But you with the FBI, right?
Even FBI cars can be stolen.
Oh, it absolutely is pajamas. Unless he's just wearing this matching getup.
It could happen after you park your car on the side of the road and go off to do some legwork. When you're eating lunch, when you're watching a movie, when you're asleep at night, when you're buying cigarettes at the local supermarket. Your car can be stolen anywhere. That's precisely what it means to be an FBI agent.
Precisely.
In my case, my car was stolen while I was on my way down here. But no need to worry. I already reported it to the local authorities. And I've also already acquired another mode of transportation.
Another mode?
Want to hear the details?
Not really,
Oh, good. Here are the details.
but I'll listen if you want me to.
Then please do. After I finished my work in Houston, I flew to New Orleans.
Oh shit. Name drop Houston. That's where the third game's gonna be. It's gonna be a prequel of a prequel. I can't wait!
Then, I rented a car at the airport. Whenever I visit the West Coast, I always rent a convertible, especially in California. But now I'm in hot and sticky Louisiana. So, I decided on a brand new hybrid car with a fully equipped air conditioning system.
A hybrid car?
It's 2009? Or no, 2005.
Oh yes, they're marvelous. Vehicles that utterly defy everything you think you know about cars. Now, in the year 2005, it feels like we've finally entered the 21st century. Stomp down on the gas all you want. The engine won't make a sound.
Seriously though, I know he's been talking like for a full like almost 20 minutes, but look at that food! I want it.
It's silent?
At first, I felt like the landscape was moving past me on its own. Give it a few more years, and I'm sure we'll start seeing cars that run purely on electricity. And who knows? In a decade or so, electric sports cars may end up lining the parking lots of Silicon Valley. I can see it now. It's the world of the last starfighter.
Oh, I've seen that movie. That's a guy who plays video games. He's a pro gamer at the Starfighter game, and then he gets recruited to an actual, like, space war. That's why I play video games.
1984, directed by Nick Castle. It's famous for being the first film to utilize realistic CG, but I couldn't care less about that. See, I was mesmerized by the beautifully refined mech designs. It even made me wish that I could be one of them myself.
Man. I also have the brain damage, just like York here.
Especially the Gunstar spacecraft. No other sci-fi movie has ever had...
So, yeah, where'd your hybrid car get stolen?
Sorry, I got off topic. I noticed it was missing after I finished my lunch and walked out of the diner. Incidentally, this diner was located at the entrance to a small town just south off the I-10. I went out to get back in it, but my hybrid car was nowhere to be found. I remembered exactly where I parked it, right between a blue pickup truck and a hedgerow. But when I came back from lunch, it had completely vanished. In short, someone stole it. And in its place, they left me this.
Oh god, what is it gonna be? I hope it's a can of pickles.
What?
Okay.
A skateboard.
A skateboard?
It was hoodlums.
Yes. While I was sliding my lunch into my stomach, someone was busy replacing my brand new hybrid car with a wooden board attached to 4 wheels.
Oh my god. The conspiracy, the plot, it thickens.
Remarkable, don't you think?
So then how did you get here?
By riding the skateboard, obviously. Why do you look so surprised? No, I couldn't ride the board very well at first. But by the time I hit the 3-mile mark, I'd more or less gotten the hang of it. By the 10-mile mark, I'd even learned to do a few tricks. It was a journey of self-discovery.
I swear to god. York is like straight out of that one weird 3D show on Adult Swim. Xavier something or other. I swear to god, dude.
Not even I knew I had this latent talent sleeping inside me.
This summer's gonna be another hot one. It's supposed to get over 95 today.
Xavier Renegade Angel, thank you, Springy.
Watch out you don't go getting heat stroke.
The Lise Clarkson case needs us. Don't you think so, Zach?
I do think
The
so.
cat people are what guided us to New Orleans. We should be thanking Malcolm McDowell.
I'm sending him psychic beams right now, straight to his mind. I hope he receives them.
Once we get home, let's watch Blue Thunder again. I'm already looking forward to it. Aren't you, Zach?
Pew, pew,
Zach.
pew, 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 pew.
The searing light. These scents. It's the deep south. That was a fabulous breakfast. You're the world's greatest chef.
Wait, mister. You didn't take a single bite.
Well, the tea was to die for. But I'd prefer coffee next time. What would a morning be without coffee?
Give me the coffee. So far, I'd say the game is living up to the standard. And the writing is, molto bene. It's a good one. Gotta go review the case. Oh. I gotta get back to my hotel room. Oh. That's the one. Number 203, I think that is. Can I go into other rooms for some reason? Just checking. Oh, this is the... Whoa, holy shit. I guess this is like a prequel to Greenvale, so Zach isn't much of a smoker right now, I guess. What's this? Oh, okay, it's just that Casa Pineapple. Meow. No running in the halls. Oh! Classic tunes!
San Rouge. We've been chasing it all over America. But I feel like we're finally on the verge of finding something now. Don't you, Zach? I think it's about time we ordered a new briefcase. Yes, I know this one carries a lot of memories, but it's seen too much. This hole's from the shootout in Tucson. And this stains from Miami.
More name drops! Action! More stories that we could probably explore in the prequel.
Miami. Now that was a fascinating case. Billy, our perp, cut his own torso right in two.
Holy shit! What? You know, I say that, but I saw a man, like, get smashed by a giant statue in Greenvale. So,
Even with the help of the drugs, a feat like that still requires incredible mental fortitude. I was so impressed that I forgot I'd left my briefcase on the floor. Same floor his blood gushed out onto.
Oh, Jesus. You sound traumatized, York.
I know, Zach, I know. Now isn't the time for a trip down memory lane.
We'll have many drives to talk things over. Oh? Dude, I love these parts in the game where they, like, quiz me on things I've learned.
An emergent drug that's been on the rise in 4 southern states. Personally, I think it originated right here in Louisiana. And Lise Clarkson's murder must be connected to it somehow.
I don't know how you jumped to that conclusion, but you really want in on that murder, so I get you.
The 16-year-old girl who was murdered. Her body was found beneath a bridge over the bayou, along with a strange altar.
X!
The powerful man who essentially controls the town of Lucare.
I like the look of this. It's all very Pepe Sylvian. I like it.
And he seems to be more fearsome than your average gangster. I doubt he'll be willing to cooperate with any law enforcement, Zach.
What if we get a warrant? Alright, we did it. Now pay me an extravagant amount of money.
You know, I keep thinking about that movie we stopped to see on our way here, Zach.
Well, what was it? I hope it was, Gremlins.
The Island.
Oh.
2005, directed by Michael Bay.
I don't think I saw that one. Is that the one with Ewan McGregor and they're trying to get off the island or something?
For a movie being shown at a cinema complex, it was surprisingly artistic. An experimental setting mixed with hard-hitting drama. It was art house sci-fi.
Oh.
That director's going to change the history of art house films. Are you following me here?
Yeah, I hear you.
This is another special film that's setting a new standard, just like Star Wars and Blade Runner did. This is a turning point, Zach.
Michael Bay, The Island, was the new Star Wars.
You may be witnessing the birth of a vital new word that will soon become a part of film history. Yes, this single movie may be responsible for creating a whole new genre several years down the line.
I mean, he can't say he's wrong on that one, though.
A genre known as island movies. I sure like the sound of that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You guys see the new Island movie? I wonder if we're gonna go to, like, the crime scene and see just a bunch of viscera and gore, and he'll like, oh man, this is just like Saw. It's just torture porn. Toolbox. Store items and take them out later, alright. Only hold so many items a person, right? That's just like the last game. And I can only use it when I'm standing near it. Alright. Rubber bullets. Rubber non-lethal bullets that can be used in Mr. Alligator? Thank God I have a closet. I can change clothes and send clothes out for dry cleaning. They'll become dirty. You gotta make sure you clean them regularly and properly groom yourself. Or do I? I'll just keep aging for now. I gotta see the new fly animation. That was like how I did last time.
Hey there, chef. What's cooking?
Chef, what are you talking about, sir? I'm the concierge, David. I just heard from our chef that you wish to learn the meaning behind our town's name.
Yes, I've gathered that Le Carré is French, but does it have any special meaning?
Why, yes, sir, of course it does. A very clear, logical meaning.
I'm really hoping it's
All names have meanings.
different guys
Would
just
you
named
like
the
to
same.
know what this one means?
Yes, I would.
Jolly good, sir. Then allow me to explain. Le Carré means square in French.
Ah. And
That's it.
that's it?
Yes, that's it, sir. Do take a gander at the town map in the lobby if it fancies you. It's beautiful, valuable, and old. I'm sure you'll understand once you see it. Now, please excuse me, sir. If you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to ask.
I'm gonna miss the old lady. Square.
Did you see that, Zach? That was clearly David. Not a twin, not a split personality, just the work of a true professional. It's bizarre, but I can understand it. Remember what they say, the job makes the man.
Says the man with split personality. Zach strong together. Just stick around with the other crazies, you'll be fine. Check out the old map. Alright.
Do you feel that, Zach? Dozens of paintings no one will ever see. The faint scent of tobacco baked into these walls for over a century. Now that's what I call a hotel. Zach, can you see him? His fashion sense is beyond me, but he appears to be a gentleman. Perhaps we should talk to him.
This man's insane.
Nice tie. Did you buy it here?
What is happening?
It's been a long time since someone spoke to me. No one these days ever tries to see me.
They can see what's far in the distance, but are blind to what's in front of them.
Is this my JoJo stand?
Maybe they're only pretending not to see. That's what civilized society does to people.
Exactly. Ever since mankind got their hands on civilization, they zoomed away at a frightening speed.
Zoomed away from what?
Don't be a fool. You know the answer. As for me, just call me Hungan.
Hungan.
Hunga. Title given to a leader in a certain religion. Is that what you are?
This place is haunted.
Hind, the Oracle.
The Oracle. Put on your religion hat, Zach. Here we go.
Felton maidens, in the shrine of hunger, find the flying serpent in the ambiguous zero. dance with the flying serpent, and you will glimpse the other world.
10 maidens and an ambiguous 0. Got it. But what do you mean by otherworld?
Follow the oracle.
Oh.
Zach, did you hear all that? Looks like we've already taken our first step into chaos.
Excellent.
But such is our duty. We need to accept the chaos, let it inside, then carefully dismantle it piece by piece. And after we've put all the pieces back into their rightful places, the truth will reveal itself. Let's capture the truth and present it with a shiny pair of silver bracelets, Zach.
What does that mean?
Zach, this is Lucare. I think I'm finally starting to understand what our concierge was trying to say. You can tell this town was built by a very methodical person. No, wait. Maybe they just didn't care, and that's why it ended up this way. It's just another symbol of mankind's obsession with molding nature to fit our own rules.
Looks like a city I would build in City Skylines, just a big square. Did it! Dope.
Zach, what did you think of Hungan's oracle? Despite all the dramatic build-up, it's little more than a childish riddle. Heartwarming, really.
Oh, what's up, Matumbo? I'm doing better. How you been, man?
Exactly the kind of feeling one gets from the good old-fashioned countryside. Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. Very funny,
Oh, fuck.
Zach.
I didn't mean to skip it.
Now it's time to get serious. You already know the answer, don't you? Now let's start by tracking down those 10 maidens. The oracle gave us a place and an act. We need to go to the Shrine of Hunger and fell 10 maidens. Now where in this town can one satiate their hunger? The hotel and where? And the 10 things that need to be knocked down. Simple, right?
Drinks? Booze?
The answer is bowling. The shape of the bowling pin was based on the feminine
Okay.
form. The 10 maidens are the 10 pins. Alexis's Diner and Lane. This is it, Zach. There are even pins and a bowling ball on the sign. I bet we'll be able to eat some Cajun cuisine and bowl there. Maybe even both at the same time. Nice job, Zach. I knew you'd be able to find it.
Oh, thanks, York.
Now for the other oracle. There's no flying serpent on this map. Could it be a contrail or perhaps a dragon? I'm sure we'll find out later. First, let's just figure out where we need to go. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents? 0 is usually treated as a base number. But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? Very funny, Zach.
Ah, I thought it'd be the graveyard.
Now it's time to get serious.
Alright, it's not
You
graveyard.
already know the answer. Do you know what the ambiguous 0 represents?
Ambiguous
0
0.
is usually treated as a base number. But under what conditions would a base number be ambiguous? The answer is temperature, Zach.
Oh,
Yes.
of course.
0 degrees Fahrenheit is minus
the food delivery
17.7
service.
degrees Celsius. The Clarkson Food Delivery Service's cold storage warehouse. That's got to be it. Even with this blazing sun in the sky, they can easily keep the temperature below freezing. Be honest now, Zach. You knew the answer from the very start, didn't you?
No, I thought it was graveyard. You were there. I'm loving this Batman detective work, though. Ooh, bonus.
And how about that Hungan? What a mysterious character. His oracles may end up determining how much time we spend in this town.
Oh, guys, you going for the smoke? Oh, it's time.
Sorry, boss, but this is a smoke-free hotel.
Oh fuck, it is 2005.
If you're dying to smoke, head out the entrance and you'll find a smoking area in the rear
It's
parking
David Bellboy.
Don't tell me. You're the
lot. At
bellboy.
your service, boss.
Are you good friends with the concierge and the chef?
We work at the same place, yeah. But, I can't really say whether we're good friends with each other. We're all professionals, though. Nothing more, nothing less.
I prefer to be
Struck
nuttin'
gold
more.
here, Zach. It just screams deep south, actually. No, it doesn't. This is all his charm. So, if I want to smoke, I should go out the entrance and around to the rear parking lot?
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay. I'll play by your rules.
All right. Find a spot. Okay, we did all that.
Hiya, boss. How can I be of service?
This hotel's pretty impressive. Well, thanks, boss. We're proud of the hotel here. Yes, we are. I can see why. Speaking of which, did you happen to take a peek at the decorations in the bathroom on the first floor? I did them myself, I'll have you know. If you haven't, then go take a look. Oh yeah, and we're also really proud of how strong our water pressure is. Meaning? Hey, this is the South, boss. Doesn't take long to drown yourself in sweat, catch my drift. Anyway, we made sure we set our shower's pressure too high. Well, I can't wait to experience it. I may have to try it out tonight. Or never. This is also a stink run, but I do want to go see the decorations.
My restaurant serves
He's so
only the
fast.
highest quality Creole cuisine. The real deal, which ain't too easy to find in a backwoods town like this.
Did I hear wrong then? Set me straight, would you, Chef? I thought that Cajun food was the norm in Acadiana. Why would you go out of your way to serve Creole food here?
When I was a youngin', I trained myself at a famous restaurant in Orleans.
A famous restaurant? That's incredible. Was it Arnaud's? Antoine's? No, don't tell me, I got it. Brennan's, right?
None of those, actually. But that place taught me how to really cook. Go on and try something, you'll see.
Very intriguing.
BBQ shrimp, a platter, banana foster, bananas and ice cream smattered with brown sugar and rum. It'll fill you to the brim. It'll stuff me. Oh.
That food was unbelievable. I see you weren't lying about undergoing training at that famous restaurant.
Ah, now you just trying to embarrass me, mister. I still appreciate it, though.
Embarrass me.
And you must have undergone some rigorous training in order to gain such refined technique. You put so much care into preparing everything just right. And your manipulation of that low-temp flame in order to bring out such a pleasant fragrance, simply perfect. This is true Creole food. You have to tell me now, which famous restaurant did you train yourself at?
What's it gonna be? If he says Red Lobster, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Come on, Chef, we need to know.
Arby's.
Zach and
hell
I are
yeah.
begging you.
Ah, you drive a hard bargain, mister. All right, I reckon I can give you a hint.
Really?
Oh, just a hint now.
Fine, we'll take it. Just say it.
It's the restaurant that serves the most famous fried chicken in all of Louisiana.
Popeyes?
Crispy, crunchy. You know what I'm talking about? Bonafide fried chicken.
No, you can't mean...
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah!
I'll bet they worked you pretty hard.
Mm-hmm, you betcha.
So that's how you acquire the mental fortitude necessary to cook such amazing food.
Oh, my time there taught me just how tough city life really is.
Amazing. Zach, did you hear all that? That's an incredible story, David. You really are a true chef. Both Zach and I have given you our official approval.
Bam. All right, cool. He looks like such a gremlin when he runs. Oh, here we go. Didn't even check. Oh, yeah, this is the dudes.
Whether it's a restaurant or a hotel, the key to charming your customers is how you present your bathroom. I'm sure you feel the same way, don't you, Zach? Now this is the kind of bathroom a person can really get excited about. It might even trump the one we saw in that drug dealer's house in Austin.
Oh, another name drop we could have. Deadly Premonition, Texas.
Remember? The art piece on display in there utilized the natural curves of human ribs in such a novel way.
Oh, fuck. Where's the decoration? This is it, huh? Alright. Cool. He talked up the decorations in the bathroom, right? I didn't dream that. There's literally nothing in there. Ah, there we go. Get my fix.
Compared to non-smokers, smokers have a 4.7 times greater chance of getting lung disease. You know that means it's more likely than getting asbestos poisoning?
The risk of death from lung cancer is actually much lower than what you think it is.
Is he about to promote smoking?
In fact, it's tiny when compared to heart disease, strokes, and pneumonia. We're always surrounded by easy ways to die, you know. Some people even get randomly struck by lightning and die right there on the spot.
Then I reckon you also know that secondhand smokers have 1.3 times greater the risk compared to smokers?
Of course.
So you won't mind paying the damages when I die of lung disease? How about writing that in a contract for me? You got a pen, right?
I played the last game. I know I'm gonna be loaded.
I promise to protect you from all the evil in our world. Oh, that's stupid. By the way, what's your name?
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Oh!
Please, just call me York. That's what everyone calls me.
Is something wrong with you? Adults ain't supposed to act like that. I only asked for your name so I can write it on the contract. You should have been able to figure that out if you're a real FBI agent like you said. Come on, sign here. Right here on the paper.
Just as I thought, Zach. This contract paper, it's a Sang Rouge wrapper. Sang Rouge is here, too. This must mean that Sang Rouge is connected to the Lise Clarkson murder case somehow. This is a sprawling case that spread across the entire South. It's within our jurisdiction, Zach. We'll need to steal the right to investigate from the local authorities at once. By the way, miss, what's your name?
Patricia Woods. But I gotta write my name myself, or else it won't be a real signature.
Hello, Clementine.
Tell me, Patricia, does
Oh,
this town have
Patricia.
a sheriff? Or is it under the jurisdiction of the nearest city police?
Perfect timing. Well, go on and steal it if you want it. I was just thinking about how this is way out of my daddy's league.
Thank you for the information, Patricia. Okay, Zach, it's time to get to work. How should we seize control from the sheriff this time?
What? Also, you see that sheriff? Look at this sheriff's truck. I love it. I need it. So I hear the engine come from like the right over here, but it's... Alright.
Hey there. So, you're the fella from the FBI I've been hearing so much
A
about.
cop named Melvin?
I'm Melvin. They call me the sheriff round here.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Marvin from Resident Evil 2. He's alright.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan? But call me York if you can. That's what everyone calls me.
Huh? Well, all right. Mr. York. How's that sound?
Fine by me.
I'm sure you figured this out, but our town's a small one. Yeah, folks are already busy spreading gossip about how some FBI agents come to town. Now, I reckon you came from the city. What was it? D.C., L.A., or New York? Anywho, in the city, it's normal not to know who your neighbor is. Fella who moves in next to you could cook up a dozen folks in his backyard and no one would bat an eye. That's the city for you. Now, I never lived in one myself, but I visited them a few times, so I know what it's like. All pigs must die in the city of wolves.
Oh shit.
Yeah! Now, does that sound badass or what? I bet you'd... Hey! I know, CLG. I'm just trying to make a little small talk, that's all. Anywho, round these parts, everyone knows each other's name. So lots of folks get leery when they see an étranger like you. And since it's my duty to protect the town, I thought I'd stop by and say hello.
Zach, it looks like this sheriff is quite the happy-go-lucky type. A clear indication of just how peaceful this town is. Melvin, about the Lise Clarkson case.
I knew you were here for that case. Can't put one past the FBI.
He's so happy to see me.
So they even got eyes on the smallest of towns like us, huh? Our world is filled with information, and it's all within their grasp. FBI, the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
The Lise Clarkson case is connected to a top-secret case that we've...
I know. If you're fixing to take the lead, then go right ahead. I'm just the humble sheriff of a tiny little town. My jobs are to stop my neighbors from beating the piss out of each other and listen to old folks complain. Honestly, this whole murder case has been weighing me down. So I'm gonna give you my full cooperation. Mr. Special Agent, sir.
Just call me York.
Well, Zach, that was anticlimactic. I didn't even get to use my secret weapon. Melvin, there's a cold storage warehouse on the southern end of town, isn't there? I'd like to get permission to enter it.
Say what?
You want to see where the body's being kept, right?
Oh, I get it now. Lisa's body, yeah. Now, that's what I call a special agent. You already figured that much out. But, I'm not too sure that, going down there at this point is really gonna help much, you know?
Explain it yourself, Daddy.
That's incredible. I don't believe this. Amazing.
Oh, what's
Did you
happening?
hear that, Zach? They put the body in a cold storage warehouse. This is fantastic. Insanely fantastic.
Really? Well, how about that? Well, all right then. I'll head on down to the warehouse ahead of you and make sure we get permission to search it.
Sounds good.
The management company only keeps the warehouse open during certain hours, so you'll have to come during those hours. I ain't looking to create any further disturbances. So be on time. Got it? Come on, let's roll, CLG.
I'm gonna walk home, Daddy. I still got another stop to make.
Oh, if you say so,
What does
sweetie.
CLG stand for?
She's a real sharp one, as you can see, so I try to stay out of her way. Well, all right then, York. I'll see you at the warehouse.
I'm guessing, yeah, the LG's probably gotta be little girl. But what could the C mean? Oh, there we go. Speed up, slow down. Alright. Can we wipe out? Oh man!
Hey, you.
What the fuck?
You ain't secretly cutting kids up and sticking them into jars while you work as an FBI agent on the surface, are you? Or using your FBI connections to sell kids to child trafficking organizations?
The fuck?
I've arrested people who've done both, but I've never engaged in either of those activities myself. Of course, I have imagined doing such things in order to learn more about the psychology of the criminals I deal with.
Of course. Just to learn the psychology.
It was just a joke. Why are you getting all serious? And don't tell me what you imagine, or else I'll get scared of you for real.
I have a man living in my head.
Can I come with you? You signed a contract with me, remember? And besides, I'm kind of worried about my daddy.
Do whatever you like. This is America, land of the free. But I have one condition.
What condition?
You gotta shred just as fast as I do, kid. And he jumps on his skateboard.
Don't ask me about Zach. It's a private matter. Zach, it feels like she's carrying something with her. Kind of reminds me of you back when we first met. I can't leave her alone like this. You feel the same way, don't you?